the SEC has officially dropped the lawsuit against Ripple. That's confirmed by Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse. So just to summarize this a little bit. So there was a lawsuit filed 4 years ago by the SEC against Ripple, and it alleged that Ripple had raised $1.3 billion through an unregistered securities sale of XRP. Now, a few months, I'm going to say about a year ago almost, Ripple won the case, but that there was still an appeal process from the SEC. So it was still unclear whether they had actually won the case. And now this latest news is that the appeal has been dropped. Ripple, there's a settlement. We don't know exactly the details of the settlement, but it does seem, and according to Brad Garlinghouse, he has a quote which just says, "This is a resounding victory for Ripple, crypto. Every way you look at it, the future is bright. Let's build." Anything else on the significance of this story?
I mean, just kind of the obvious, which is the rumors that certain altcoins will be getting a spot ETF this year have included Ripple, right? And one of the key things impeding that would be the standing lawsuits. And so now that the lawsuit is completely settled, I mean, I think the odds of an XRP spot ETF this year are incredibly high. I haven't checked the Polymarket.
Polymarket, I've got it up right here. There's an 87% likelihood.
Yeah,
as
did
of
it jump
5 hours ago?
Did it jump? Did you see like a significant jump this week? I can imagine you just saw like a jump of 10% or more this week.
I didn't look at it, but it's got to be the case.
Yeah, because I mean, I think they're kind of a shoe-in. Garlinghouse seems to be pretty intimate with this administration as well. So it looks like you kind of have an all clear for this.
Yeah, and just going back real quickly to the significance of this appeal, the appeal officially being ended. So the case was kind of essential to the Gensler regime's view that all tokens are securities. And I think with this now being overturned, excuse my lack of the correct legal parlance, but I think what it means is that there is some path. Clearly, there's a path to some tokens issued in the United States not being securities, and what that means in eventually it's going to mean that crypto companies, projects, token issuers in the United States are going to actually be able to issue tokens in the United States rather than run off to the Cayman Islands or wherever it is. And ultimately, that's going to be a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, like looking at the Howey test, I again, going back to this SEC crypto roundtable thing, I think that you can make the case if you're going to use the Howey test, how it currently is stated. I think a lot of these coins are securities or security-like. And during the crypto roundtable, there was one lawyer who was basically saying, the Howey test is not really it's a little antiquated because it doesn't really apply to this completely new thing. And that's kind of my take on it, because I think these lawyers who are against they're critical of crypto, and they think, like John Reed Stark, who have said these are securities for a long time. I largely think they might be right if they're interpreting the Howey test as it is. I think maybe the Howey test is kind of not applicable to this or needs to be modified.